Hi everybody, it's Rhoda from Cigar City Tarot, and welcome to day 23 of the 31 Days of Tarot Challenge by Ethony. Today's challenge question is, what is my favorite tarot spread at the moment? Well, I'm going to say the Celtic Cross. And you can see that I have the Celtic Cross. There are many ways to do it. I have learned this particular way, so I will put these questions here and I will review. Actually, I'll put it like this so it's easier to see against my tablecloth. But again, small. And you can see that this has a flow to it. So you read cards 1 and 2, then you go down to 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it has a flow. And I've learned this the way that the Dusty White School has taught it. And so I find it very flowy. I guess it flows well. I know that sounds weird, but it flows well. It also, as you take a look at it, and what I'm learning as well, this has more information than just cards 1 through 10, right? There are hidden spreads in here, and with the way that this is laid out, as opposed to the original, weight way, which was, I believe, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 3. Anyway, it was like crossing yourself, that it didn't lend itself to a hidden spread. And I'll talk a little bit about that in a minute. But you can see the flow of life, right? So we start here and it unravels, and then we go here, and this is what your ultimate is. And so I just love that particular spread. So let's take a look at it. And you can see I also, in learning things, I will write down the spread. So this one is, what are cards 1 through 10? I know you can't read that, and my handwriting is atrocious, but this is really just to symbolize that I use flashcards, just like we do with our kids, and just like I did when I was in school. This is the card position 1. And some of the questions and some of the modifications you can make. That's in pencil. It's hard to read, but let's go through and then as I get through all of these positions, there are hidden spreads, right? And we'll talk a few of them. There are many, that are here, but I've got probably 5 of them. And it tells you why. And so these are the ones that I like the best out of, some of them are redundant. And so these are the ones that I work on when I'm doing my readings with clients, to try to pull more out of the spread. So there's the Celtic Cross, right? Card position 1. And again, you read it 1, 2. So it's, even though this should go over here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and there's your flow. Your question, situation, what defines the situation, or what crosses you, what might be in direct opposition or some, of this situation. Here's the real reason that you're asking the question, the root or the basis of why. So you may be wanting to know about how your career is going, and maybe the reason is because you've been put on a personal improvement plan, or you've been told that the division you're in is shutting down, right? So you're not telling me as the reader, but you're just saying, hey, I want to know, how I can improve, at my job, or whatever question we agree on as a client and a reader. These are the events in the past, or if you're talking about a love reading, this could be a relationship reading. This is the baggage you're carrying, right? This is the stuff that's happened in the past. Part of the reason that things might be working out or not working out, or you want to know if it'll work out. This kind of tells you if you're carrying any excess baggage. What are you bringing into this relationship that maybe you need to let go of, right? And then this is what you think. This is what you feel, how you see this is going to play out, right? So the weather report is like, this is how I think that this is going to happen. But let's go on with the reading type of it's like, well, I don't think I'm going to do very well, but let's go see. This is you. And then this is the near-term future. This is what's going to happen next, right? And then we start into, what are your fears? What aren't you doing that you need to be doing? What are you afraid of doing? What are you ignoring, right? What is it that you don't want to happen, right? You may be worried that you are going to lose your job, or that your husband or wife is going to leave you, or you're never going to find love, or whatever it is. This is how other people see the situation and what kind of influences they may have. You know, maybe you're deciding whether or not you're going to ask this girl to marry you, and your buddies are like, no, dude, we won't be able to go party. You're going to be married. What the heck? So it depends on the situation, right? It can be read in many different ways. And then this is what your hopes are, your desires. This is the positive aspect. This is what you really want to happen, or you're hoping is going to happen. And at the end, this is, you know, what could. I mean, nothing is set in stone. This is not a fortune telling. Tarot is not about telling the future. It's, you know, it's about talking about, you know, things that could happen or are happening now, and influences that you need to be aware of. And on a good reading, things that you can do to try to ultimately get to, you know, your desired state. The future isn't set in stone. Everybody makes decisions every single second of every single day that could alter the course of their lifetime, you know, forever, where you have one path by making one sort of decisions or whatnot, and you have another path when you do. So this is just the question at that time. This is the overview of what you can have. If you do some of the things in here, it's not the only thing that you can have, and nothing else will ever happen. So that's why I like the Celtic Cross. This is my go-to spread right now. Probably will be. It's one of the top 3 that I do when it's someone wants a general reading, and we can narrow down. So anyway, thank you for listening. If you found this helpful, please give my video a thumbs up. If you haven't already, subscribe or leave a comment, and I will get back to you. And if you are following Ethony's challenge, please go and check out other readers. Some people are putting out some really interesting things. It is #31 Days of Tarot, all one word. And we will see you in day 24. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.